Get full episodes of The Damage Report as a podcast on iTunes and Android, and you can watch the live show every weekday on YouTube TV. Tucker Carlson, I believe this was literally at Politicon, had these statements to say. He said, the whole game is people who have no basis for moral superiority sort of impose their moral superiority on you, talking about the backlash over the killing of Jamal. The outrage is so false. They use that to bully you into submission. It's a game, don't play along. Just stop lecturing me, he said, before miming, you don't care enough about Khashoggi. So look, here's what's going on. He has the message he wants to send to his devoted fans in the audience, and then he has the message he's actually sending. The message he wants to send is, all of you out there who still have some sort of inner core of regular humanity, you're feeling sort of weird and guilty about being told not to care about this. You've been led to believe that Saudi Arabia is bad for literally decades. Now they've murdered a journalist after torturing him. You sort of cringe at that? Don't. Okay, you're not supposed to care about that, don't care about that. I am gonna provide all of the mental outs necessary for you to get by and to tamp down that normal human, emotional, compassionate response. That's the message he wants to send. The message he's also sending, by the way, via projection, is that like a sociopath, compassion and empathy are not things that Tucker Carlson feels on an emotional level. He simply analyzes them when seeing another person experiencing those emotions. He thinks that we don't actually care about a dictatorial regime going into another country and murdering members of the media. He is wrong about that, but he is revealing that when he expresses similar empathy in the case of an undocumented immigrant killing someone, the threat posed by the caravan, these are not emotional responses on his part, they are strategic gamed responses. Right. In the same way that he is accusing us of supposedly only advancing some political agenda, to do what exactly? It's not made clear, it's just an undefined sort of thing. When he expresses supposed concern over the plight of South African farmers or whatever he's getting outraged on that day.
Murdered black men in Chicago.
He cares so much about them.
So much.
That is not compassion, that is not empathy. That is a game that he is playing, and he has laid it out for you right there.
And outside of the larger ramifications of a journalist being killed at the directives, potentially of the Saudi government, it's just fine to care that a human being was killed. It's okay, that's it. Even just starting there and just ending there.
Yeah.
It's totally okay. And so I don't even understand how you could stand up in front of people and out loud in public say, people want you to care about somebody dying and you shouldn't.
Yeah.
What?
And by the way, you're 100% right. And especially one thing he said was, they didn't even know who he was 2 weeks ago.
What does that matter?
What does that mean? 99% of the deaths you hear about, you didn't know about. Oh, so when an undocumented immigrant shoots somebody, you were following that random person 2 weeks ago? Of course not. Every mass shooting, you've never known someone who was involved in one of these highly publicized terror attacks or mass shootings, assassinations. We get to care about those people. That is what actual humans do. Right. He is some sort of bizarre robot or pod, apparently so used to acting on the express instructions of the billionaires who fund him that the idea of normal human compassion being applied to a person without a personal stake based on a shared history is bizarre and foreign to him.
It goes back to the same conversation that we saw happening, that we still see happening about little kids being separated from their parents and put in cages at the border, that it is okay not to care about these humans.
That's
it's
what
the
he's
same
saying,
thing, and kind of that same speech that's going on. And the thing is, hey, it's not okay. And if you're one of those people who isn't bothered, you gotta look in the mirror.
Yeah.
Hard.
I would.
Because it's not okay.
Thank you very much for watching this clip from The Damage Report. If you liked it, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and ring the bell on YouTube to get notifications of our new videos. And of course, you can catch the full Damage Report live every weekday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific on TYT Network on YouTube TV.